What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a phenomenal day. It's Trevor Foldering, your metabolic health specialist, with another metabolic debrief. Super excited today to be on here because we're going to be talking about something about MAPS. Yes, MAPS for your metabolism. So it's really exciting because this is a different concept that isn't really talked about in the weight loss industry. So we're going to jump into it. But before we do that, I have a reminder for you guys that every Monday through Friday, on the weekdays, I jump on here and give you guys some really amazing stuff around your metabolism, your health, your body, and how to actually lose body fat. So super excited about that, guys. Let's talk about MAPS. I was trying to find a map today. I went to Petro, I went to some different stores. I asked for maps and they didn't have any. So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But of course, everybody uses GPSs on their phone now, right? So no one sells maps. But maps are actually really important because this is actually how we get from one destination to the other. So for example, I have a map here of Disney World, right? How do we get to Disney World? We're gonna follow a map, right? And so this is really important because what if somebody handed you a map and said, okay, drive to Disney World. And halfway through you realized, somebody only gave you half the map, right? So could you make it to Disney World? Possibly, maybe it would take you longer because it would take you more time, more effort, more gas, right? And so that's how we treat our metabolism. Our metabolism also has MAPS. It has metabolic MAPS. All right, so the MAP is essentially one strategy when it comes to losing fat. So for example, there's lots of different strategies like keto, Weight Watchers, low carb, Jenny Craig, Ozempic. There's lots of different strategies out there, right? And so the problem is that you could actually talk to a lot of different health and weight loss professionals, and they'll give you different strategies or different parts of the MAP, right? So you could ask 10 different health consultants about how to lose body fat, and they would give you 10 different answers, right? So a lot of this is like, a lot of people will scratch their head and be like, well, I don't understand because everyone talks about a different thing. So who could I trust? Right? And the problem is that none of those examples are bad. Like any of the strategies that they give you, they're not bad, right? They're just incomplete portions of the map. They're incomplete, right? There's not the full map. It's just one part of the map, right? So you could be, getting advice about nutrition or your recovery or stress or eating, whatever it is, but you're only getting part of the actual strategy, right? Because there's lots of different strategies when it comes to weight loss or feeling good or improving your health. Right? And all of these contradicting services or all these contradicting advices essentially are just different parts of the map. So we have to get a complete readout of the map. You need a whole part of the map to actually get where you want to go, right? So if you're trying to lose body fat, it's not just about nutrition, and it's not just about stress management, or it's not just about meal timing, right? It's about everything that actually improves your metabolic readiness or response. Right? So you have to look at everything. You have to look at the sleep patterns. You have to look at hydration. You have to look at lifestyle patterns. You have to look at stress management. You have to look at meal timing. You have to look at what types of meals you're eating, like in terms of the macronutrients, right? So it's not just one part. That's why there's so many contradicting pieces of advice out there, right? Because there's so many different pieces when it comes to losing body fat. Right? So this is really important, guys. We have to have the complete map of everything, not just little bits and pieces, because that can lead to frustration, confusion, right? So you probably, for yourself, have probably said to yourself, this is so confusing. Like, I get one piece of advice from one person and another piece of advice from another person, and this person tells me something this, and then I read a book that tells me to do this, and then I, listen to a podcast that tells me to do this, and then I take a supplement for this, and then I do some exercise for that. There's so many little pieces of the puzzle, and that's the problem, is that you're kind of, what you're really doing is you're taking bits and pieces of the information and trying to put it together yourself, right? And that's the problem, and that means that you'll get incomplete solutions. You won't get the whole picture when it comes to improving your health. You may get some results, but the results are going to be incomplete. They're not going to be great, right? Maybe you'll lose 10 pounds and gain 20. Right? Because we haven't looked at the whole metabolic map. So in our system, in the metabolic operating system, we actually give you the entire map. We give you the whole thing, not just little bits and pieces, but we actually give you the entire metabolic map so that you can actually lose body fat and improve your health. Right? You can do it for the long haul, not just for 3 months, not for 6 months, not for a year, but you can actually lose body fat and keep it off. Right? In our system, what we focus on are actually getting you into rings. Ring 1, ring 2, ring 3. Ring 1 is metabolic foundation, where we actually build metabolic stability so you can actually lose body fat and get your body charged to actually lose body fat. And then ring number 2 is metabolic optimization, so we can actually give you your body more fat loss strategies and you'll lose body fat faster. And then ring 3 is metabolic mastery, where we master our metabolic signals and lose body fat for life, right? And so our system isn't time restricted. Like we don't focus on, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. We focus in on metabolic readiness. We focus on getting your body metabolically ready to actually lose body fat. And that's the difference. So we give you all the pieces, not just little, we give you everything of the map, not just little pieces. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to talk about today in terms of giving you everything that you need in order for you to lose body fat. But the next thing, guys, if you're interested, we do something really special for you, which is called the 15-day Metabolic Reset Experience. And this is 15 days of our system completely complimentary. You don't even have to pay anything up front. It's really great because you get free one-on-one coaching for 15 days. You get my coaching for 15 days and you get the entire map. You get everything. You get the full 15 days, which is the entire map. You get how to map your hunger, your cravings, how to do proper meal timing, how to get your energy back, how to sleep better, how to recover better, right? So you get everything. You get all the pieces of the map so you can actually lose body fat and improve your health for the long run. And after 15 days, you'll actually feel better, you'll sleep better, you'll have better energy, you'll have better meal timing, you'll have better control over your hunger and cravings. And that's what's really important, right? So it's not just about losing body fat or losing weight, because that's just one piece of it, right? That's one piece of the map. Right? But we want the entire part of it. We want everything. We want our metabolism to be healthier so we can live longer, we have more vitality, we can spend more time with our kids, we can be there for everybody that loves us, and that's what's the really most important thing, right? And so this is your time an opportunity to do that. So all you need to do to get access to that 15-day metabolic reset, which is complimentary, is just click the link underneath this video and sign up for a free account. You don't even need a credit card to get started. All you need to do is follow the onboarding session and you'll be able to get access to me, your coach. All right. So if there's anything else you need, guys, just comment underneath this video. Looking forward to rebuilding your metabolism. Let's get all the pieces of the map together so you can lose body fat, improve your health for the long run. All right. So that's it. I'm looking forward to rebuilding your metabolism. You guys have a healthy, blessed, and fit day. Bye for now.